All right, we're live. I want to welcome everybody to the live Monday night review for August 14th, 2023. Welcome everybody in that's joining us live. People watching on the replay, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the show. Please like the stream, helps with the algorithm. Hit that bell notification, so you get notified of all of our episodes. And let's get this party started. I'm your host Mike.
I'm Frank, and let's get through this with quickly as possible
Yeah.
because this Monday Night Raw, to me, probably stunk up most of Canada, as they were once again
Winnipeg.
in Winnipeg,
Winnipeg.
and they're not leaving anytime soon because next week they'll be in Quebec City.
The armpit of Canada, according to Gunther.
Yep, and Otis is the armpit of life, or humanity rather, which I kind of laughed at that. I'm starting to think, and I had just mentioned this to you a few minutes ago before we went on the air. I'm starting to think that they only have 10 wrestlers total on this entire roster.
They're just rotating the same.
Same shit every week. I haven't seen anybody new. This
guys.
is since we've started doing live. This is the most matches they've had.
Yeah, there wasn't
as saying much.
There wasn't as much talking.
Well, I ain't saying much.
Let's just
let's go. They started off with, yes, you guessed it, the Judgment Day.
Yep.
Minus Finn Balor as usual. Because they showed what happened also at the conclusion of the Finn Balor Seth Rollins match at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Damian Priest pretty much saying that there's, and I quote, communication is an issue after he said there's no problems here.
And now he's like, yeah, they know, because Rhea was trying to tell him to shut up, like, don't talk about this, and everybody know, the people know.
And then of course now JD McDonough made his way out with a message from Finn saying that, just worry about Cody and Sammy tonight, and they threw him out of the ring.
He shouldn't be getting involved in Bloodline business.
He will be the next member. Bloodline. Yeah, Judgment Day.
Same difference. They're the Bloodline of Monday Night Raw.
They both monopolize the show, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
They open it, they close it.
Yeah. Judgment Day business. Don't involve.
He will be the next member, but
I know,
who he replaces.
Didn't I mention? I said that like a week or two ago. We were talking about this. That was what I was saying. Yeah. So
it's either they'll throw a curveball and Priest will be gone, or Balor will be gone, like we all figure.
We'll see.
I don't know. I just wish get on with it already. Yeah. Either you guys are going to be a well-oiled machine, or you're going to do like you did in the main event, crap all over everything, and you're going to break up. But let's just get on with this. It feels like it's just being dragged out 2 weeks now, and we still do not have a match for Payback at all. So, I don't understand what's going on here. They officially announced Rollins and Nakamura. I'll get to that in a little bit, but.
Well, did they?
We don't know where. Yeah, he accepted the challenge.
He did accept the challenge, but he didn't say where, right?
But Nakamura, has to say where. But he whispered something to Rollins, and we don't know. Probably he said that outfit looks better on your wife.
Yeah, maybe.
So in any event, they told JD to give the message to Finn that they need to talk. Sami Zayn came out to beat the hell out of JD McDonough because of last week's encounter in the back. So that's where we started off the opening of Monday Night Raw. Match-wise, Sami Zayn, one half of the tag team champions, against JD McDonough. And the match itself really wasn't bad. It was pretty good. JD McDonough's got a lot of talent. And I can tell you one thing. This was a Triple H match, not a Vince match, because Vince does not care for this dude. And this is a Triple H guy. So he had something to do with this match, at least tonight. And the match was pretty good. Sammy hits the haluva kick, and that's how it ends. Sammy gets the victory. Still no word on what they're doing with the tag team titles, splitting them up, or even, hell, at this point, defending them at this.
Is KO hurt? He's injured, right?
Legitimately, yes. So obviously they're not looking towards stripping them, because maybe that's possible that the injury is not as severe, and he probably just needs a few weeks. There goes that defended every 30 days rule, but that went out the window with Brock and Roman years ago. So there's no telling what they're going to do here. Everybody's buying for tag team titles, but there ain't no tag team titles to be found. So following the opening match, Adam Pearce was in the back telling Chelsea Green the sad news that, she would have to hand over the titles. Chelsea Green is trying to convince him, let me have a tryout. I get a tag team partner. Somebody knocks on the door. He's like, oh, God, please come in, because he didn't want to deal with her anymore. And it was Kaden Carter and Katana Chance awaiting their opportunity at the tag titles if and when it's presented to them. Of course, here comes Piper Niven, who lays them out and tells Chelsea, let me make it clear to you, I'm your tag team partner, and takes one of the tag belts. Yeah. Would you want to argue with her? I wouldn't.
Well, I'll say this. I think it was a good idea doing that, because to have another like stripping of titles, like
vacating it again.
Yeah, again. Those titles are cursed. Let's try to break.
At this point, we're really looking at WCW here, and Vacated's been more champion more than anybody else. Matter of fact, I think Vacated probably be champion more times than R-Truth was 24/7 champion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So following that, they showed earlier Byron Saxton interviewing Cody Rhodes, as he would have a first time ever match tonight against Finn Balor in the main event. I really thought that they were going to save that for the pay-per-view of Payback, but after what we saw tonight, we may still get that match again. So following that, Imperium came to the ring. And, of course, Gunther is standing on the announce table. And I love Michael Cole. He goes, you want to tell him to get off? This isn't his furniture? You tell him that, buddy.
That was actually pretty cool, him getting on the table like that. It was just,
Yeah, he's done that several times. It's like his trademark.
Yeah, he actually, he's doing a great job, like making himself stand out, and also the fact
he's
that
undefeated.
And he's brought back prestige to that belt.
Yes, that was been missing for a long time.
For a long time. So
look how many months it wasn't defended at a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it
went from Big E losing it to Apollo to then all of a sudden Gunther defending it last year at I believe it was SummerSlam or Money in the Bank, either one. But it went a year and a half without ever being on a pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why they did that to that title. That is one of the most prestigious titles that signifies you're up and coming in the WWE. Look at all the Hall of Famers that have held it. So I didn't understand that. But yeah, you're right. He brought prestige back to it. It's legitimate now. I can't say the same for the US title, but definitely the IC. So he was pretty much they showed last week Chad Gable winning the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental title. I thought last week, okay, they might bring this out through Payback. No, we're going to get this match next week. So more than likely at Payback, he's going to have another challenger.
I know where it's
Gunther also, as he addressed Chad Gable, Alpha Academy came out. Maxine's looking like she was in the Barbie movie.
Well, I like Maxine, but
I do too.
She's there, and I'm like, she's not gonna kick anybody's ass. I mean,
she looks like Margot Robbie's twin sister.
She does, and she's acting like a hard ass, and I'm like, you're not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Hey, she learns from Max Dupree. Yeah, when they were together. Yeah,
let's forget about that name.
Oh, please, let's do it. So tonight they announced that Gable would be facing Giovanni Vinci, which was our next match on the card. And what I don't understand is, why couldn't we just get Alpha Academy versus Imperium? And let's just do it. Gable and Otis versus Kaiser and Vinci. I mean, come on.
I don't know. They just don't know.
And a couple of weeks ago, when they chastised Vinci for losing, an article immediately came out that said Imperium's not being broken up. And here they were later tonight doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, what are you doing here? I wouldn't break up a good thing. And Imperium
no. They're good.
A good thing for years.
Yeah.
Damn thing in my ear. So this match itself was pretty. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was average. It was good.
It was all right. It was okay.
Gable hitting the Chaos Theory on Vinci and getting the pin. Obviously, he needs the momentum going into next week.
Mm-hmm.
But what impressed me was when he German suplexed Gunther. This to me, a lot of people are going to look at it and go, this is going to be a one-sided fight. This is going to remind people of Khali versus Mysterio, where the size is going to be ridiculous.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I couldn't think of anybody taller and tall and short.
There's a much bigger discrepancy between Khali and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Gunther's probably about 6-7 inches shorter than Khali was, but you get the idea. a lot of people are going to look at this match and go, "Oh, there's no way." But in a way, I think Gable can actually hold himself against Gunther.
I think he can. No, Gable's a good wrestler.
He is, and he's underutilized.
Yeah, he hasn't really found his spot yet. You know, he's got the talent. It's there.
They constantly leave him in the tag team division.
Yeah.
You know, with when American Alpha, and then they did Alpha Academy, and then he didn't know where his career was going to go, and he thought he was going to leave, but somebody in the back. It was anonymous. They didn't say who in the article, but they were like, realistically, if you go to AEW, do you think you're going to be world champion? He was like, yeah, true. And he re-signed his contract. Give him a singles run. Let's see how impressive he can be. The only problem is I don't think Otis can be as successful as him. So
yeah.
Keep the two together. At least they're a fan favorite attraction at this point, where when they first got together, everybody hated them.
Right. They're growing on me, though. They're starting to grow on me now.
Yeah, I just feel bad every time Otis tries to do a caterpillar, somebody's breaking that up.
Yeah, he always gets his kick in the face or something.
And speaking of that, our next match following right after that was now Gunther facing Otis, because Gunther, and I quote, called Otis the armpit of humanity.
Yeah.
After he said, what did he say about Canada?
Canada was no. He said that. What were they? They were in Winnipeg, right?
Yeah. Winnipeg was the armpit of Canada.
It's like Jersey's the armpit of America. It's like, you know.
Okay, I can see that. We're from New York. Am I supposed to disagree?
Yeah, so I know.
But so yeah, Otis is the armpit of humanity, and Otis is like, whatever. And again, Otis handled himself pretty good. It was like two big brutes going out of here. But as soon as he goes for the caterpillar, he fails. Gunther powerbombed him. Impressively got him up.
But he got him up, man.
Couldn't really hold him. Well, but at least he didn't pull a Nash and drop him on his head.
Drop him on his head, thank God.
And Gunther gets the victory, so he remains undefeated. And a lot of people don't really know this because they haven't talked about it. In singles matches, Gunther has not lost since he's been drafted.
He said he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
He will be in 25 days.
I think Santino Marella has something to say about that.
Oh, come on. What is this? Santino. You and Santino, man. I don't know.
He's underrated, man. I don't care what anybody says. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started.
Please. Okay, Adam Bomb's underrated. Don't get me started.
Oh,
anyway, after the match, they showed the Judgment Day in the back, bickering as usual between Balor and Priest. Like I said, I'm getting tired of this crap.
It's kind of
either break them up or don't. But let's move on.
It's not well. I just think it's not well.
They're not doing it well.
Yeah. It's not well acted either. It feels like almost forced, you know.
And unfortunately, both guys play the role of heel very well. So you're gonna make one a fan favorite. Yeah. I'm just not believing it right now, especially the way Balor had come out tonight.
I mean, they're both coming off as heels, though, both of them. You know?
Yeah. So if one's got to go,
I don't know.
Watch Dirty Dom and Rhea take them both out.
Jesus Christ!
And then bring in McDonough and somebody else. Because speaking of McDonough, here he comes again, and they dismissed him awfully fast. So that was that. And then, of course, they showed last Friday night on SmackDown the whole Uso tribal chief thing. And of course, they want everybody to believe that Jey Uso has quit. So much to say that they were announcing that, and I don't know who did this, which writer did this, but that Kenny Omega was going to face Jey Uso at All In. Calm down.
No, but those are just joke memes.
I hope so, because I mean,
just troll. Those are just troll memes. I thought it was hilarious.
It was, and I like the fact that WWE has moved Jey Uso to the alumni section, so everybody believes
they're really
this.
Going all the way with this.
Well, they want this match to happen at WrestleMania. I think if that's the case, you started way too early. You've got 8 months till WrestleMania. How long are you planning on keeping Jey out, or Jimmy for that matter? So now, if you got no Usos, then the Bloodline's gonna have to take a break, because then what are you gonna do? You're gonna have episodes with Roman and Solo.
I don't want to get too sidetracked, but even look at, because it's a similar storyline. Look at Brett and Owen, right?
Yeah,
like they teased it for a little while, but they didn't break up till Royal Rumble. And then they fought at WrestleMania, which was, I think WrestleMania that year might have been in March, I think.
March,
right, if I'm not
March
mistaken.
20th.
So it was only, a couple months.
They started a Survivor Series.
Yeah, but
but it was only 5 months.
Right, but remember, they didn't break up. They got into a little bit, but then they didn't actually break up to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So think about it, we're only in August, and we're talking about what, April next year?
Yeah, April 6th and 7th.
I don't know.
That's a long way off. If anything, you need to.
I think they pulled the trigger before that. I think they pulled it.
Have a match prior to that. Somebody gets jumped, injured, walked out on a stretcher, and then they return next year at the Rumble or some nonsense.
We'll see.
Well, considering now Survivor Series, War Games has been one and done, so we're back to bragging rights type thing. So now you got Seth and Roman as of right now. You've got the tag team champions fighting themselves. You've got Rhea and Io, and you've got Mysterio and Gunther.
I mean, we're a long ways from that.
I know. So let's hurry up. Let's hurry up and change this.
I hope they bring back War Games, because that was.
I really do.
Really good.
If they don't have it on Survivor Series, at least let NXT do it. Somebody, because NXT they did it pretty good the last few years. Well, of course, nobody did it better than Undisputed Era in those times, but don't get rid of the match completely.
Yeah, I agree.
And this year you couldn't put the bloodline in. It's because there is no bloodline anymore, really.
Well, for now.
So then you'd have to have Judgment Day pretty much running through Survivor Series to do it, and I don't think they're going to make that. So, and of course, they showed earlier on Jackie Redmond interviewing Drew McIntyre, being interrupted by Riddle because he needs a new tag team partner, because he's trolling for work, because the writers will not give him anything serious to do.
I think he's on his way out, man. I think Riddle might be on his way out.
I have a feeling, because he didn't learn anything from rehab. And when it got announced, when I read the article and I thought it was BS at first, he went and got a porn star pregnant. I'm like, dude, you haven't learned anything from your time away. I think he's on a fast track downhill.
Yeah, I think so.
You're looking at a future Dark Side episode.
It's looking at. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I don't
know, man.
I think his he already knows, like, his time is almost up in the
when Michael Cole's making high jokes to Riddle, when he's calling them the Scottish Highlanders. I mean, I don't know, but. And I really thought it was going to be possible that Randy Orton would be spotted tonight, but obviously not. He asked McIntyre to be his partner. He said, "I'll let you know."
Yeah. And there's a chance. He pulled the Dumb and Dumber.
Riddle comes out by himself. Then here come the Viking Raiders, who I don't know who they pissed off, but damn, their losing streak is not good. And then you think Riddle's going to fight the one-on-one match, one-on-two match himself, and then here comes Drew. Which Riddle fought most of the match by himself, which tells me, okay, is Drew going to turn on him?
Right, you kind of got that feeling though, but he didn't.
Nope. Drew came in the ring, gets the Claymore on Eric, and Riddle and McIntyre are victorious. And so they're undefeated. Well, this won't be the last time we'll see them tonight, as they'll have a backstage segment with New Day. So following that, they showed last week on Raw Raquel Rodriguez attacking Rhea Ripley. This match is and I like the build up. They're doing it slow, because when these two go at it, it'll probably be the best match on the card, at least in my opinion, because the last time they fought each other, I just absolutely loved it. More than likely a payback. I would see these two going at it. Then in the back, of course, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, and Raquel Rodriguez are all in the back. And Rodriguez is telling Hartwell, tonight's your night against Rhea, which wasn't saying much. So, but anyway, before that match happened, Riddle and McIntyre in the back. Riddle's telling them, "Oh, we can go for the tag team titles after." Good. Everybody wants to go for the tag title, but they're nowhere to be found. Because Sammy's not even coming out with his anymore.
No, he's not.
Which tells me I think they almost have a new design for it too. If he's not coming out with his for his matches, it is quite possible that maybe they've done something, or at least I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for a while.
Just put the W on the damn thing, like you're going to do, and give it to them. Yeah, it's not like they're going to come up with anything creative.
No, they're not.
If do me a favor, come up bring us back the tag team titles of the early 1990s. I will be happy.
Yeah, you're asking for too much.
Apparently. But in any event, the New Day interrupted them. Talking, they're like, these guys talking about tag team titles. We've been gone 5 months and everything's going crazy. Like you guys, because you won one match, deserve a tag team title shot because of who you are. They kind of came off a little heelish in this.
I don't know.
And New Day to me never worked as heels when they first started.
I just think it's played out, man. I don't know. It just doesn't.
I think it's time for Xavier Woods to get his push like Big E and Kofi got, and this team just needs to part. It's been, almost 9 years? 8 years? Somewhere in
whatever it's been, yeah.
I mean, Vince had the idea a couple of years ago of breaking them up, and then he backed away from it because the three, besides working together as a unit, they are best friends in real life. So he wanted at this point, I think it needs to go.
I think it's
so. Next week they're going to fight. New Day will face Riddle and McIntyre, and apparently the winner is going to face the imaginary tag team champions, whenever that is. In any event, we have Indy Hartwell versus Rhea Ripley, and I thought this was a slap in the face to Hartwell because you're talking about a woman who technically didn't lose. She was an NXT Women's Champion. Why they gave her the title and then drafted her, I have no idea. But the way she went about the match with Ripley, it was almost like a squash match on her.
Pretty much,
now, if you're trying to show Rhea's dominance, that's over and done with. You don't. That's like showing a video package of how good Charlotte is. We don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I think this was honestly a very too short of a match. She hits the riptide on her and wins. And then of course Candice LeRae gets in the ring. That was funny as she's attacking it, but then Indy gets into it. So there is something here that she's this little trio of the three of them, but it's going to culminate with Raquel probably kicking Rhea's ass, but not winning the title because they don't plan on dropping that belt off her anytime soon. So now we got to what we've been wanting to know all along, dating back to last week's main event. They showed what Nakamura turning on Rollins. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, he comes to the ring, and Michael Cole said he's going to get the answers. What answers did you get other than, I want the world title?
I don't know. My Japanese is a little rusty, so I wasn't able to decide.
Yeah, he talked for 15 minutes. It came out to 3 American words. Gotta love it.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Triple H wanted to push Nakamura. He got the opportunity to. It's about damn time.
Right,
anyway.
But it's just
the way he went about it.
The way he went, yeah.
He made a big impact. He did what he had to do. He got the champ's attention. I want your belt. They're going to face each other at Payback. Nakamura is 43 years old. He's not getting any younger here. So if you're going to do it, you need to do it now. Mm-hmm. Because Vince wasted all this time with him.
I know.
So, and he's tremendously talented. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't lost anything with age. And so Seth Rollins comes out and he tells him, I'll accept your challenge, but you tell me where.
You just had to ask. He said all you had to do was ask. That was his point. Like, why you have to kick me in the face?
The Kinshasa was him asking.
Yeah.
So, and the best part is fans were still cheering Nakamura too. So I
sort
love
of.
that.
So it wasn't as much though. They weren't singing along as much.
No, but that's because Rollins came out. He goes, shake my hand, get the hell out of my ring so these fans can sing my song. And he shook his hand. And I love the look on Nakamura's face, like that psycho look, the look that he's giving him. He shakes his hand also gently, mumbles something in his ear that Rollins is just like,
he looked like
jaw dropped.
Or something. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, you know what it was? Stop wearing your wife's clothing.
Maybe.
Stop buying Elton John's stuff.
I don't know what it was, but then Seth, like an idiot, turns his back on him and gets kicked in the face again.
Kinshasa.
Why would you turn your back on this guy again?
Exactly. Nakamura is one guy you do not turn your back on. Ask AJ Styles that. Yeah. I mean, that was Nakamura's biggest feud in here today.
I don't know. I guess they're gonna fight at Payback. I guess that's where we're going with this.
Don't say it like that. We are in for a match.
No, I know. I just don't like the setup. I'm sure the match.
Turn Nakamura heel. I mean, it's fine.
I don't like him as a heel. I don't think he's a good heel.
As long as they don't change his music. Because the last time when they put the vocalist, no.
Well, they did that because they didn't want people singing along. That's what it was.
Well, trust me, if they beat up Doily Man any more, trust me, they ain't gonna be singing along. But he looked like he was wearing a doily dress. This guy's got to stop with this now. I mean, come on.
It's a little bit too much.
I understand it when he was a heel because Becky Lynch was wearing some out there stuff last year.
I don't know. It's too distracting. It's just like let him. It just takes away from him. I don't know.
You know, I thought he hit the limit last week with the Bob the Builder boots.
Right. Yeah.
But he shocked me this week. I don't want to know what he's wearing next week. So. Following that, they showed last week on Monday Night Raw between LA Knight and The Miz, which was great stuff. Of course, then Byron Saxton interviewing The Miz. Says next week he'll beat somebody faster and stronger than him, which is pretty much anybody on the roster. My guess is he's going to face Ciampa. That's my pick.
Well, he was saying better than anybody that Seth Rollins fought because Seth Rollins just beat Top Dollar. He had mentioned that.
LA Knight.
LA Knight had beat Top Dollar.
Yeah, I don't think Seth would ever face Top Dollar.
Yeah, so that's what he was getting at. Like,
well, if it's anybody better than Top Dollar,
it's not saying much.
That's anybody on the roster.
Then he said he might show up.
Jinder Mahal.
He said he might show up at SmackDown. He might not.
I kind of hope he would.
I hope he does, but
it's going to be interesting because I do believe these two are going to face each other at Payback.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like.
And Miz will lose because he has to, but it's fine. Miz has had his moment. It's time for LA Knights. Another guy that's not getting any younger that needs this push now. So our next match, I honestly, I'm so disappointed tonight in this because I was looking forward to this match.
So was I.
For the minute I heard about it around WrestleMania when Trish made her return, they were talking about setting this match up for SummerSlam.
But you know
what? I would have even they didn't put it on there because of a time restraints. Okay, I would have settled for Payback. Put it on that pay-per-view. No, let's do it in Winnipeg. Adam Pearce claims it's her hometown. Yeah, nice try, dude. But we're going to do it on Monday Night Raw, and we're going to stink up the joint.
And it was a stink fest. But now you know why they didn't put it on SummerSlam.
I think it could have been so much better.
Maybe they made the right decision because maybe they would have stunk up the building like they stunk it up tonight. I was falling asleep during this match.
Yeah, I was not.
Trish botched the move on the ropes,
which is not normal of her.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
The crowd wasn't into it until, and of course, this ends in a double count out.
Right.
They take this up to the concourse. Trish is throwing hats at Becky, and Becky's selling it.
Yeah,
she's selling getting hit with a freaking hat.
I know. And Trish put some shirt.
Oh, yeah, her shirt. And then who was it? Corey Graves. I'm going to buy that shirt.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Zoe Stark showed up, which Adam Pearce was like, I bet you were at ringside all along. So now it's not been said where this match will be held, but it will be a steel cage match between the two. Yeah. That piqued my interest a little bit, but if you do this on Monday Night Raw, you're going to shit the bed with it. Put it on the pay-per-view.
I think it'll.
Don't do this at all.
I think it'll be on the pay-per-view, I think.
So then, of course, following that match in the back, here we go with Imperium again. Gunther saying tonight was an embarrassment. He's looking at Vinci. He's looking at Kaiser as far as he goes with Maxine. And then, of course, Kaiser's looking to kiss his ass. Look, let me go to Adam Pearce. And he goes, no. I'll go to Adam Pearce because I'll get it done. And that's when he announced that he would be facing Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title next week on Raw. So it looks like Gunther's going to be facing somebody else at Payback when he breaks Honky Tonk Man's record, because I believe he's got 25 days left, which will run past Payback, but probably he's not going to defend it again after Payback until the next pay-per-view. So, and then, of course, right after that was when Adam Pearce announced the steel cage match, which there's no telling when they're going to do that. So now we get the main event of the night, which I was totally psyched for. First time ever match in WWE. Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. A match I still believe we're going to get a Payback. Now, you had told me that you believe Dom was going to
Dirty Dom, yeah.
Well, we got them all.
Yep.
We got Dom, we got Rhea, we got Damian, we got JD later on. We got the briefcase. Oh,
Well, the
my
briefcase backfired
God.
again.
Dude, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the steel chair
Steel chair.
skit was fun.
Well, the ref stopped the steel chair.
I mean, how many times are you going to just see Judgment Day walking around the ring and not throw them out?
Yeah, seriously, right? They're...
Or when is somebody going to come down and be in Cody's corner? Oh, I forgot. There's only 10 wrestlers on the roster at this point.
Well,
so.
Seth doesn't care because he's got his issues.
He don't give a shit about him.
He doesn't like him to begin with, and he's
Sammy's the only one.
No. So Cody won, right? Cody he hit because he used the briefcase.
Yep. Damian Priest threw it under Balor's legs.
Goes underneath him, yeah.
He uses it, hits the crossroads, and gets the pin on Balor. But that was you won the battle, but brother, did you lose the war?
And then he gets his ass whipped.
They got that both of them. Sami Zayn came down.
Well, he came out to help him. Yeah, at first he was doing well, and then it was just he was overpowered.
And then JD McDonough came down, helped him out. What's his name? Priest gives Cody South of Heaven, gives that razor's edge to
Sammy.
To Sammy through the table.
That was a good spot.
Oh yeah, it was. Balor gives a couple of coup de grace to Cody, and Judgment Day has proved that they own Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
At least when they're getting along.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because McDonough is he came out again at the end, and he's with them now. It's looking like
this.
Remember, this guy gave him a look though.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Sammy trying to impress the Bloodline.
Yeah.
This is McDonough trying to impress. There we go.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna?
I mean, he's friends with Balor. Yeah, I know he's friends with Balor. Because this guy, what's his name?
Yeah, they helped train each other and they came up the ranks in Ireland. Yeah.
So
it's like I said, it's going to be interesting to see which Judgment Day member is gone because they're not going to just add a fifth member. And so,
I mean, they could,
but I don't know. I guess it would make sense either way if they did that or if they excommunicated one of them, Balor or Priest. Right now, it looks like it would be Balor, but would they?
I know, but Priest looks really skeptical of him. You look at Priest, the look that he gave him. He doesn't trust him. Yeah, so we got to see. I like their storyline.
It's interesting on Raw. Like I said, you only got 10 wrestlers, so they got to do something.
Yeah, but this, I thought the show was a bit of a stinker.
It was. Unfortunately,
it's a chore sitting through 3 hours of Raw. I'll tell you that much.
2 weeks in after SummerSlam, and we still have nothing set for Payback. We've got a bunch of speculations,
we still got some time. We got some time.
Well, it's the first weekend in September.
I believe so. Is it the second?
Somewhere around there, 2nd or 9th. Because they're also going to India next month, but I don't think that's a pay-per-view event.
No, it's not.
So we got all we got left for the year is Payback, Fastlane, I think Crown Jewel, and Survivor Series. I don't think there's a December one again, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Second year in a row.
Yeah.
Or third. I don't know. Could be wrong.
I don't even know. All right. All right. Well, that's our Monday Night Raw review. Please let us know what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon.
Take care.